Okay. Oh, I'm not tall enough. No. I just need to start again. Okay, so today I'm continuing my tradition that I have of filming a get ready with me for the last days of school. It is the end of my junior year this year and we are in quarantine, so I don't really have a last day of school, but we're gonna get ready like it is the last day of school. Okay, so today's the 20th of May 2020. Oh hey. And the last day of school would have been the 22nd, but today I'm gonna be finishing all my classes, so I thought I'd film it today. I also just took a shower, so it's kind of fresh and ready to get ready. I want to go over junior year and just talk about everything that's happened. Because of quarantine and all this, I didn't really get to reflect on the year as much as I could have, like with my friends, especially with finals week and stuff. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna get ready and we're gonna talk about how my junior year went. So the first big thing is junior year, we were very caffeinated, and it's continuing on to senior year. If one thing could be the symbol that sums up the whole junior year, it would be grind. It would be caffeine. I need to get my makeup. So this year I started wearing a lot less makeup just because I was sick of it, and I learned that sometimes I like how I look better without makeup, so I think that's something interesting that I learned this year. This year I definitely stuck to being dairy-free more, and I kind of started focusing on health and fitness more because I wasn't competing with gymnastics. I kind of had to figure out my own health. Another thing that was definitely super memorable this year was lunch. Okay, we would go to my house on our lunch break or whatever, literally every day. We discovered different types of oatmeal, bagels. That's pretty much all we ate, but it was definitely super fun, and I do miss that now. TikTok took over my junior year, for sure. I mean, it's just a way of life now, I guess. I don't know. I think this is kind of random, but me and Anne had a sleepover on a school night. It was a big deal. Why did it take all the way to junior year to let me have a sleepover on a school night? I don't know, but it was a very big highlight, very big deal. Okay, so now I'm gonna be doing my brows. I haven't done my brows since quarantine started. Basically, this is the makeup that I would do if like I was going to school today, even though it's like 1, but we spent a lot of our time, this is more on the weekends, thrift shopping. It was kind of like a weekend thing. We would always go thrifting. Is thrifting considered a hobby? I think it's a hobby. I got a lot of stuff that I don't need, but also we have a lot of memories. FaceTime was a big part of this year, especially quarantine. We found that we were doing a lot of homework on FaceTime and like staying up late. So I don't know. I just FaceTimed a lot this year. We had a lot of work this year. Junior year is said to be the hardest, and it definitely was curricular wise, but I think sophomore year was more difficult, like time management and the amount of work wise, if that makes sense. Some of the most interesting classes were forensics, which I hated that class, but what made it good is how we hated it and how it was so bad that it was like almost good, if that makes sense. I feel like everyone has a class like that. Oh, we had cooking toward the end of the year. Good memories there, a lot of chaos there. Sociology was fun. We really liked our teacher, Mr. Marks. He was just a good time. I feel like we learned a lot. We talked a lot about real life situations, real life stuff that like would actually matter, I guess. I did a lot of traveling this year, actually. There was one point in like November, December, I went to Anchorage, got back, went to Anchorage the next weekend after that. I think there was like a 2-week break there, and then I went to San Diego for Christmas break. There was a lot of times where my family would go on hockey trips and I'd be home alone. That was also a good time. Another thing that was happening kind of December, January was driving in the snow for the first time and skiing. I don't know what this eyebrow pencil is. Sugar? I got it in an Ipsy bag. God, I have 3 like mini eyebrow sample things. So this is like the Gimme Brown. Gimme Brown. And I'm gonna put Vaseline on my eyelashes, which is also what I do. I kind of stopped wearing mascara because I don't like how it looks. I like it a lot more natural. This year, how do I even sum it up? It was, for the most part, really fun. It was fun to struggle with everybody and have the best times with everybody. I think that was definitely something cool about junior year. Before quarantine stuff, we had a routine. I was going to my job. Coaching was another thing I did this year that I hadn't done before, and it was really fun. I'm still doing that. Time was moving really fast, and then quarantine happened, and now here we are. Oh, I forgot highlight. I also figured out that I probably have ADD this year. I'm not even joking. And I learned a lot about myself this year. I learned that I'm a bad listener, to work on that. I learned how to care less about what people think and just do what I want to do. We've been saying the word vibe and hard chillin' a lot, and I try not to use that slang in my videos because I know I'm gonna look back at it and be like, you sound stupid. Honestly, the word vibe weirdly has gotten me through a lot of stuff. It kind of makes me just like relax, go with the flow, and like trust that everything's gonna be okay. That's what vibe means to me. No one's wondering. Okay. Did God bless me or curse me with blonde eyebrows? I don't know.
I was gonna go to the store, but we just don't need to go to the store yet, and I don't. Puts me in a bad mood.
Yeah, even when I go, it puts you in a bad mood.
Exactly.
Chow. Chow? She said chow? I think a big thing this year was a lot of self-improvement. I started writing in my journal a lot more. So I've learned about myself the most in the past year. This is gonna sound like corny, intense, whatever. I feel like I'm a different person than I was at the beginning of the year, which is like weird and probably a good thing. It's like junior year was 3 years. Beginning of the year, naive teenager. Middle of the year, learning how to be more carefree, going to San Diego, coming back, wanting to live my best life, right? The third part of the year was quarantine, a lot of self-reflection and feelings and perspective, whatever. Basically, I just wanted to film this video again, continue the tradition to document my life. Especially in high school, you're constantly changing, and I think that's really cool to look back on. Hopefully you can find this video relatable, and that's basically it. It's summertime. It's summer.